The creation of Phoenixheart. The tale of the three heroes. 1,000 years ago, the world of Odyssia was occupied by the Anima people. They lived in a cycle of creation and destruction, creating civilizations and destroying them with wars. In the midst of these cycles, a rift opened up, merging the realm of Chthoniya with the realm of Anima. The ruler of Chthoniya wanted to take the land of the Anima people and sent his armies to battle. The Anima people united under one banner to fight against the invaders, leading to a century of harsh conflict. Casualties were great on both sides, and if this fighting were to continue any longer, both sides may have been easily wiped out. Worried about her people, the princess of Chthoniya begged her father to consider mercy, yet the king of Chthoniya continued his bloody conquest. The princess knew she had to take drastic action, so she incited a rebellion against her father, defecting with those willing. Arriving at the Anima base, she pleaded for amnesty for her people, but the Anima were not too quick to forgive. They asked how she would atone for the lives the Chthonians took, and she could offer no response. As the anger of the mob reached a fevered pitch, two Anima stepped out to defend her. The first was a Triton cleric, and she spoke to the ability of anyone to change, and if the princess was willing to humble herself to protect her people, the least the Anima could do would be to offer their aid. The elven druid went next, speaking more pragmatically about the value of the knowledge of their enemies' strategies, and promising to enact countermeasures should the Chthonians prove themselves to be disloyal. Through the two's help, the princess and her army were accepted, and they fought back hard against the denizens of the rift. With the three heroes' strength combined, they slayed the king of Chthoniya and sealed the rift. From that day forward, the three heroes vowed to use their strength to maintain the peace they had won, and created 3 guild halls to maintain each of their legacies. Odyssia. In the 1,000 years after the three heroes sealed the rift, the Chthonian and Anima people spread out throughout the world, mixing their cultures together to create a new culture they both called Odyssian, as they built their cities. In the center of Odyssia is Phoenixheart, a large city that houses the 3 adventuring guilds that help solve problems throughout the whole of Odyssia. The other role of Phoenixheart is as a trade pub, as it is connected by a train system to every other city in the plains of the region. Towards the southwest of Odyssia is an open expanse of desert, occupied by nomadic tribes and small towns like Hope's Landing that live off the land. In the northwest, the capital of magic, Soliana, can be found in the snowy mountains, creating innovations to improve the quality of life of its citizens. Towards the northeast, a small island created by volcanic activity is teeming with wildlife and splendor, and some of the wealthy and elite of Odyssia have created a small resort-like city there. In the southeast, a large fortress called Lenore was built for only the most devout to gather in the lush jungles of the region. Anima. Some Anima races include elves, human, and dragonborn. Anima culture is incredibly diverse, having races from all walks of life. Their greatest strength lies in their adaptability, and with the 2 Anima heroes' help, they began to teach the Chthonians of music, song, and dance. Natural-born explorers, they're more naturally curious and have more drive to better themselves than the Chthonians people. They also taught the Chthonians the virtue of devotion, whether that be to a god, nature, or to studying the art of magic. Chthonians. Some Chthonians races include tieflings, Aasimars, and changelings. In accordance with the princess's wishes, the Chthonians people have begun to adapt from a culture that lived only to fight to a culture that lived to maintain peace. While some Chthonians are naturally gifted with magic through their lineage, some instead have to form pacts for their magic. The Anima were initially hesitant to learn this magic, but the Chthonians showed them that not all patrons were evil. The Chthonians also helped train the armies of the Anima, teaching them discipline and strength through honor. The Guilds. Service Valorous was the guild formed by the Triton cleric Idun. As per her wishes, most of the large complex is used as a hospital for the needy. The guild is famous for its open-door policy, allowing anyone to become a member as soon as they perform the required hours of community service. Most of its famous members held positions in the government of Phoenixheart. Ibis Cogniosus was the guild formed by the elven druid Corwin. This complex features a large garden and greenhouse, as well as the biggest library in Phoenixheart. The guild focuses on studying the relationship between guilds. Initiation is based around a presentation to a board of current members on an initiate's research. Most of its most notable members helped to build the infrastructure of Phoenixheart, including the train system. Canis Libertas was created by the tiefling rogue Kali. Canis Libertas was created by the tiefling rogue Kali. The complex is in the middle of one of the busier areas of Phoenixheart, and features a tavern serving some of the strongest drinks on the continent. Instead of a normal guild initiation, scouts find notable talent and approach them with the offer to join. Most of the notable members were rumored to be performing secret missions assigned by nobles to help keep the realm safe. The players. Boondock, the unofficial leader of the group and a satyr bard. Much different than the average party-loving satyr, Boondock is the stoic, no-nonsense sheriff of Hope's Landing, a small town in the lawless west. They joined the Service Valoris Guild, a requirement of every town in Odyssia, simply because this was the guild their father joined. They don't really say much, but action speaks louder than words. Their main choice of weapon is a guntar, a flexible weapon that allows them to switch between a shotgun, a club, and a bard spellcasting focus. Morgan, the fighter halfling of the group. His mother and father had raised him in Phoenixheart. A member of the Ibis Cagniotius Guild, Morgan is a simple lad who just wants to help out where it's needed. He is adorned with a sleeve of beautiful flowers, and of course the classic I Heart Mom tattoo. His main weapon of choice is a revolver, used to great effect with his ability to tactical roll. Hopscotch. Every party needs that comic relief character, and that is our monk merchant Frog Lady, whom everyone would die for. Although she generally seems unaware of her surroundings, she still tags along for the party's missions, occasionally having an insight of frightening clarity. She fights mostly with her tongue, her poisoned skin, and poisoned darts. Her main ambition in life is to sell her wares. For gold, you may ask? No. For whatever she deems to be equal value. Whether that be a price of pocket lint, or a lemon that smells of chemicals you found in the trash, she is more than willing to make a sale, regardless if you're the villain. Essen, the Air Genasi blood hunter, is probably the only reasonable one of the party. He is joined in Session 2 as the party made their way to Hope's Landing by train. He is one of those thought-provoking, curious, and speech-ready characters that bring an interesting dynamic to an already diverse group of adventurers. His main weapons are a whip, crossbow, and pistol, but there seems to be something more strange going on with this hunter. Juliet. She is a rogue kitsune under the guise of a half-tabaxi woman, a sassy and snarky fox lady. She loves to drink more than anything. The most impulsive and stubborn of the group, but easily the most charming. She works as a barmaid by day in the Jackal's Den, and as a spy by night under the Canis Libertas Guild. Her main weapon is a katana and kunai, which she's used to gouge out an eyeball or two. If you haven't already guessed, I play this character, and she fucks up the party the most.